today. We're going to unblock the toilets together. I don't know, it's so weird. Everyone's got like their own little fan group. Anyway, that is that. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's time to go on to our first map of Erangel for the day as we head over to our commentary team. Once again, it's Demon and Pansy. Take it away. Go plane.
And welcome to, what do you call your subs? Mine are non-believers.
Idiots for giving me money.
Idiots for giving you money. There we go, we have it right there. Mine are the non-believers.
Please continue to give me money. I will love you and you will be my best friend.
That's like a Queen's speech, that was. That was kind of like posh English there. But here we go, we're back on Erangel, map number 15 or game 15 or whatever you want to call it. We got 96 of them to go, so we're not going to really count too far in. FaZe Clan back in the homeland, TSM, G2, Reciprocity going over to Sosnovka along with Unity. So continuing that change, deciding, okay, enough's enough. We're not going to challenge Vitality once again, but there is a challenge. It's going to be maybe Vitality and Beats looking for the same vehicle. I think they've both kind of backed away from it from poor man's Pachinki.
Okay. Ooh, Reciprocity, no challenge this time. That's nice. Who was it last time we went over? Was it Unity? Was it Unity you went...
Unity kind of been bouncing between over, but they were Millie, right?
Yeah.
They've kind of been bouncing between the two, so it's probably kept Reciprocity guessing, but they're going to be on the edge loot, so... it's not too bad, is it?
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
And ENCE off north, and hey, look at that. It's a northwest circle.
Okay. No big surprises for me. Looking across the board. No, it's kind of as is. I don't know what to really expect out of this one.
Look at how confident the spread from DA is. Because Vitality had so many problems in the opening week. Well, they didn't really have problems, but because they were embroiled in the battle with Reciprocity, it's given DA such a spread of all of those compounds, not only out of Rozhok. I mean, really, a beautiful death is kind of the only one in Rozhok. Arrows all the way over at that crossroads, Sixmo at the bridge. You know, they've got such a wide spread. Team Liquid, of course, in Pachinki, no problems for them. They've not got any Asian teams to conflict with in the PEL. We'll see where that continues, perhaps. If they reach, of course, not the finals, because the GLL will be North American teams, European teams, South American teams, and Oceanic teams.
Got to give them a chance.
Whereas the Asian Cup has just been announced as well, with the Southeast Asia, Chinese, and Korean regions.
It's like you've got the invite league and then the pre-invite league. Oh,
Squeaky.
It was a valid attempt. No.
Was he? Oh, right, that's a crash. That was a crash PC, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure. Squeaky just sat there. I don't think he's just chilling.
He couldn't do anything. He was out in the open anyway, and he just jumped in the car.
Yeah, he's miles away.
Yeah. But, I mean, see that... I want to keep seeing NAEU and especially the Asian regions going like head-to-head. Because they're so good.
It's good because on 19th to the 21st, I believe, is the GLL Global.
Yeah.
Or... what's it getting called? I'm not sure the exact name for the GLL's tournament. And I believe it's 24th to 26th.
Quite close by.
For the Asians. So it's kind of like we've got two awesome tournaments sort of back to back.
Nice.
To see how things are stacking up. And obviously, you know, the whole NAEU thing can go on once again. At the moment, hey, NA pipped us. NA pipped us at the...
Absolutely, they did.
At the tournament, and obviously it wasn't even close. You know, it was absolutely brilliant stuff from the boys. Yeah. So we'll see where that continues. But Winstrike bombing off in towards the central point. The battle for Everest. Could it continue? Will they go north? Will they go south? Sets at the moment in the compound, but I feel that Tixu wants to get to, which is that compound at the bridge, which where Set's sitting right now, and there's a crate coming down right next to him as well. So that almost certainly, I think Tixu's going to see it like, yeah, let's get it.
It could encourage it, couldn't it? It's that little bit of encouragement that you might need, but I wonder when Set gives away the game. Because it's such a lovely position to catch people.
Now.
But he's very on his own. So do you let him get close? Do you try and posture early?
He's going for this. There's no way Set's going to let Timmy come nearby, but you know what? He might be able to rope around and catch the compound. I guess he saw him, judging by the fact he's diverted so wildly, and thought, okay, we're too late for this. Probably might go for the ridge line over in the distance there, but I can see NAP maybe there as well. Vard just the other side of that ridge.
Yeah, this is very good for NAP, actually, saying that. We've we've seen them starting to warm up a bit, and I'm glad to see it. I want to see more from NIP. We saw those kills coming through in Al-Azhar.
That's nice.
I love an MK14. I still do. I still love an MK14.
One of my favorite crate drop.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Lovely circle for NIP, assuming that they don't take it too lax. They don't wait too late. Couple of shots on the cross for Vitality, going to be trying to get themselves in a better position early on. And I'm sure it will be the fight for the hill to commence. But teams are still uncertain if it is that north-south. A lot of them will gamble on south. It does tend to go that way. And if you're already en route, why not go for it? Vitality going very early to hill. They're not normally one of the first teams up here, but maybe we haven't been able to see that because they've been dealing with Reciprocity before. Yeah,
Team Liquid may well head for this spot as well. As you say, Vitality, this is looking interesting for them. Jazza and Nasus making sure they get that compound first. Team Liquid themselves are choosing actually to stay south side, because this is the big divide, right? I mean, I would say maybe 55% of the circle is in south at best. It's a pretty close 50-50. But there is a chunk of water, obviously, the George Bowl Bay. Mickey has seen, hello, he's caught a tire. Oh, I think he got lucky with the tree being there, because he may well have been in serious trouble there, Mexi, but he's stuck at the Harry Potter, and he's going to require a pickup service. There is plenty nearby.
Yeah, he just wants to get it far away enough from the ENCE boys where he could get picked up safely, which Fuzzface is going to oblige.
So is that a case of catching and maybe trying to camp them a little? I mean, I think maybe if they were camping, they'd have probably put more behind it.
Yeah, I feel like that's just one of those where it looks like it could be, but I don't think it is. Where's the rest of Na'Vi here? I think they're joining. I think Aduzi was the first one across.
Bestalosh is taking his sweet time in Ferry Pier to loot. He's just chilling down that way. Unity trying to come across, and TSM are very late on the rotation. So they're actually going to get a couple of shots in the back there as Wookie catches a headshot. Blaston puts him down on his backside and forces him to get the heels off. Reciprocity, as you mentioned, still coming across. Bestalosh now on the move. He might get caught out here by them. They're just in that hillside ridge, just over the West Bridge, as TSM decide to back away.
Yeah, well, this is a new thing, though, isn't it? Because Na'Vi probably aren't aware of it. Chris, oh no, he's a one-shot. God almighty, a rock, small dip might take him down. He has maybe, I don't want to say completely made it out because, oh God, everything hurts. Chris, roll that car over. There we go, Gemty finally catches him, but going to be hard to confirm just due to distance, and Udyr can and will put the smokes down. Beyond that, though, Na'Vi are en route. It does seem as though Bestalosh was okay, but they're not used to Reciprocity coming out of Millie Base. They're not used to this other team, because teams will have gotten used to this by now. You include all the practices and everything else. Wait, did Udyr
down
just
as well?
Get caught?
Yeah, and here comes a nade.
Oh no, this is...
That's another smoke. Kane's coming in, so
it's
he
like
might
a goldfish bowl of kills. They will just keep running over and over and over.
James and Samty are pushing it as well. James and Samty are pushing to confirm the kills. They're coming around the hillside. We're watching TSM blast on by. Keep your eye on the kill feed, because I'm pretty sure that's going to finish out. They're trying to come around. So now there is a revive coming in. I think they're going to get one back on their feet. Unless that's a good nade, it's going to get Chris for sure. Kane's going to get Udyr up, but Samty's coming right over the brow of the hill along with James.
Yeah, look at James. James needs to alleviate that pressure. Third party. Samty's being fired on, and here comes James. Good play from him. Going to keep the attention towards him. Now Samty should be able to cross over if required. There it is. Pulled the angle, got the shot. 2 dead for G2. And that is exactly what you need. Where is that other player? Did they get all of them?
That's 3 down. They got Chris as well. So Brexco, the last man standing. The third party actually was Chris. Brexco, I think. He was trying to help his team out. But now G2 down to 1. And well, it has been a rough start. I mean, the fact is the circle finished in Al-Azhar, their home city in the last map. So they're going to be kicking themselves for not coming out better in that one. They had such a wide spread early on as well. Circle goes to the north. So we're going to see NIP, who had the nice spread across the river. Winstrike have got to figure out. They went for that spread as well. Teaming managed to get over. M19, you can see instantly going over the West Bridge along with the Knights and Unity going over the East Bridges.
And FaZe are grinning in this sort of circle. What a bit of timing from them. Just rocking up. They should get pick of anything that they want, really, you know, to the north of shooting range. They get all of that for free pretty much for now. That can change. Teams are en route. I mean, Winstrike aren't far. You got NIP coming out, M19. All these teams flooding the northern side, because you know it's not going to go down towards Roshok. You know it's moving away from that water. So all of that big one sweeping hillside to the south of shooting range is now going to be littered with teams. It can hold a lot, though.
CrowCrowd got themselves that strong center compound as well. ENCE are nearby. I think ENCE wanted it, but CrowCrowd beat them to it. That's an AWM going to Reciprocity. They need all the luck they can get right now. There's Team Liquid. They managed to find themselves. That's past Vitality coming over the Roshok bridge. Brave one, actually. That's a tough bridge to come across sometimes. Well, Unity, oh, look at that. Lying in wait at the gas station. The Knights come in and just lose a player instantly. They might lose a second here. Reals coming by. He's just run over Blaston and gets the confirm. God. Reals keeps on going.
It's a drive-by and didn't even had to get his gun out. He's fine. That is devastating for Unity, trying to be cheeky themselves, and that just gets turned right on them. But it looks like Na'Vi are potentially the fight as well, but here comes Liquid.
NIP right on top of Team Liquid as well, down the bottom there, so keep your eye on that. I can see they're all near each other while we watch this fight from Unity and the Knights playing out. Looks like the Knights want to come back for it. Reals is coming back in again. He's driving straight through. Did he catch that? He did. He's continuing on. An absolute maniac in the car.
Samty wanted on the action, so he just ran himself over.
Oh,
it's
no,
all going a bit wrong.
CrowCrowd are caught out as well. You can see they're pushing in. Jeeves is going to pull around the side. He gets caught. He jumped out. He got Kemba down. Third party comes out. Ibby gets Kemba finished off, so Tam's down as well. So CrowCrowd down 2 at the moment. As Reals has decided, let's park up the vehicle and let's go for fights.
He needs to take the vehicle out if he wants more fights, Lee. All right, that's... We know what he's like. Samty, it looks like the revival coming. Yep. So a bit of a saving grace, because I thought CrowCrowd might have pushed that. I thought if a third party from ENCE didn't come in, I thought they were going to just push that.
It surprised me. I think CrowCrowd were actually greedy because they had that strong compound, but they pushed on the hill. Here comes, keep your eye on Reals. He's going to be driving through in a moment. But this is Trifoli stealing away one of those kills. I believe he stole it on Tabby.
Yep, that would be it.
Managed to nick that one away. So, Set and Hello Senpai. NIP did back away from this one. ENCE off to the side as well. So, TL, I think they're probably happy where they are at the moment. There's no reason to push the compound this early. Unity giving up the ghost. They're getting out of there. There's plenty ahead of them. They can go straight to the Crossroads compound before the circle decides to shrink. Na'Vi, by the way, big old swing. They came in over the West Georgie Pole Bridge. Now they're coming in just on the northern tip of the circle.
Yeah, M19 will hear and probably see this coming through, but there's a lot of room over that side, so Na'Vi can shuffle in and find a bit of a spot for themselves. Team Liquid seem to commit to this area. We've got everyone on that ridgeline again, from your NIP all the way to the Knights and out to the east. So let's talk about the terrain in this area. From, if you guys at home play it, obviously you all do, but coming off that road by the petrol station, the little pathway that leads up to where, you know, Raise Your Edge were, it's a lot of kind of hilly terrain, open ground, but there's a lot of kind of divots and small bits you can kind of work around. But vehicles are still going to be quite imperative because there's not that much hard cover once you get above that northern river.
Sixmo is having a peak. Sixmo's going in towards Raise Your Edge.
That's a little bit.
That's going to be a dead Sixmo, I think. Reciprocity trying to make the move there. He's actually got into the house. Would you believe it? Sixy didn't manage to finish it off. Mert's going to take some shots. He can't peek too much yet. A couple of shots in the back there. The nade is going to overshoot its target. Meanwhile, Reciprocity, they've crashed into the backside of Vitality. Scoom loses his life. Shiv and Haxetti just trying to make a run for it. Rafi's already up on the hillside.
Set's getting crashed. Shiv's just somehow fallen over, but he's just going to have a little dip.
He fell off the cliff. Oh my God.
Set. I don't know who's in a worse position right now, Set or Shiv. Shiv, I guess, will die. It feels inevitable for Set when you've got about 3 players in your house. Shiv goes down. It will be Gaxi finding Na'Vi. How's that happen? Oh, Na'Vi really went across. They came in on the northern side.
Oh, dear.
They've gone further down. They really tried to, not central up, but come into this one, and NIP have held the line.
Meduzi and Gaxi both go down. So 1 for 1. It's actually 80 that stole the kill away. So FaZe getting involved from the bottom of shooting range there. Winstrike now taking shots down on them as well. That's going to be another Na'Vi member down. And you can see it was Winstrike that caught the shot on him in the end there. Senpai goes down, so Set now, the last man standing, is making a run for it out the back of the house. Trying to get the hell out of there, but you can see Ibby and Jeeves flanking around. He's at the tree. Surely will go down here. Will turn around. Ibby gets him in the back in the end. So CrowCrowd out in 16th.
just being hunted down, weren't they? Team Liquid looked almost rabid the way they were approaching that building, just absolutely piling in. Na'Vi still have players standing, but so many players are looking at them. FaZe and Winstrike very close by, and that's just to the southern side of shooting range. That is about to kick the hell off. First FaZe finds Tixu. That's been going on, but NBS, he's got an angle on this too. This was not the initial battle I was looking at.
Yeah.
Because look at FaZe down there. They are very close by to this, and they're going to want to push this way. That little rolling hillside, you cannot stay on that. You want the plateaus.
Clever work from NIP there. They realized they were engaging with Navi and thinking, hang on a minute, Winstrike got involved, so there must be an angle for us to get involved on them as well. So NBS taking those shots, forcing them away. Pokamolodoy out in the blue, out in the cold, behind the stone. Nowhere for him to go, but there's shots again from Bestalosh. The beast flanks once again, and that night, oh, it's going straight on Miraku. Oh my word, you get running Miraku. Oh, he's down. Bestalosh, what a player!
1v2'd him, just on his own. NBS now is going to have to turn around and deal with this. He was way further ahead. He was looking at the next fight, the FaZe fight, which is now biting him in the arse here. Na'Vi, yes, they are down to 1, but what a bit of play from that man.
Winstrike have backed away from this on a wisely so. They've got the center point in the circle. We'll see whether it works out for them. Miraku finished off by Pokamolodoy. He's going to try and get himself healed up. I don't think he's going to get the revive on Bestalosh, though, because the blue will finish him off. So it's not going to be 3 wins back-to-back for Na'Vi, but they've certainly done a lot of damage. Team Liquid waiting for this one. Back down south, Vitality finishing off Reciprocity's lingering corpse at the moment. Rafi, the last man standing for them, as we now see G2 in trouble. The Knights pushing on them, but it's Brexco's nade that finish off wanted.
Yeah, but if Real sees a car, it's game back on, so we'll see. Drayden, nade in hand. I don't know if he's going to find Brexco on this. I don't know if he knows that angle. I don't think he does. He thinks he's probably still in the building at this point. A likely call as well, but Brexco outside in the smoke. Head down. Rafi, last man standing. It looks like M19 are about to pull up potentially too towards Unity. They're way out for the northeast, kind of trying to maybe keep themselves safe from a fight, and it looks like Rafi's been spotted.
Yeah, he's caught behind that tree. Finished off. Reciprocity 15th place. Not going well for them, I'm afraid. Didn't get anything out of that, and obviously being a battle with Vitality as well to lose in a straight 4-0, although Shiv kind of helped them, throwing himself in the water. Not really the ideal way. TSM, by the way, they're still creeping in, south side of the circle, right on the edge. They're taking a couple of looks and peeks towards Vitality as G2 sit and hold this compound. M19, we did mention they were getting close. D-Mash is now downed on that north side. It's actually FaZe that have took this hillside. This is the hillside that NIP used to be famed for when they were welcome to South George, holding that ridge line. FaZe taking a good old pot look down. They have a big slice of that. We talked about it earlier on, right? When they had the shooting range, they had the whole north themselves. They still do.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Everyone's kind of fallen off it. All the teams that were up there kind of pressuring them have either fallen or readjusted. It looks like FaZe are looking for maybe a pickup here or kind of getting themselves in a 2-2 split, because Fuzz, FaZe, and Uber are heading off towards the east, whereas Muxie and ENCE are more central. It's maybe to try and deal with M19. That might be the whole plan. Try and get some very long-range angles on this. M19 is still safe, though, as well.
Look, actually looking at the map, they're all checking the backs. They've just got a vehicle as well, so they're pulling up. Probably bring a UAZ a little bit closer. Circle continues to condense and shrink down. G2 still keeping Brexco alive, so the Knights have kind of pushed away from that one. Real's actually looking towards this fight that's playing out right here at the moment, having a little look down the hillside. ENCE has found NBS. He's actually caught him with a shot. Don't know whether he's done enough damage to him, though. NBS, the last man standing, of course, for NIP.
Yeah, Pokamolodoy is about to get completely folded on. It looks like they're trying to sweep out as they go. They didn't go as far as the rock. How did Pokamolodoy just get away with his life? I thought he was done for it. It looks like Liquid is still really well geared. Even after the amount of fights they've had, 6 kills, gear still looks pretty decent on them at the moment. I'm wondering if it's, broken and beaten, but still level 2'd up. I mean, that will play really big towards the end of it. M19 do need to get past this compound eventually, because look at everyone looking their way. Unity try and slow down the roll, but the nades are coming in. Orange is there, Tizerin is there, and he's trying to hold this one down.
It's a compound that can get naded pretty easily. Tizerin will get taken down. It's a simple push in the end for M19. They do get caught in the back a little bit by FaZe Clan. Wanderer and Constantine both taken down. Obviously, we saw them making these little flank moves, so a double down for M19. Hopefully, they can get the smokes out to get the players back on their feet. Fuzz is going to finish one off. Will they get the second? I don't know. I think he's managed to crawl in just about close enough. The circle, by the way, it has shrunk. It has gone north. So FaZe are looking absolutely pretty right now on that hillside ridge. Meanwhile, ENCE, of course, holding that big, strong compound. Winstrike's little play to back away from the fight with FaZe has paid off. But the south, look how condensed it is. Vitality and TSM are about to clash.
Yeah, and these aren't even near the circle. Right now, that's a good shot from Gustav. Excellent control on that AK over a touch of range. Kramer, Natus, and Shadow need to build that smoke wall, otherwise they are not going to get any closer. And they know that. They're putting them down as quickly as they can, because look at this ground that TSM currently hold.
MBS is hoping that Team Liquid don't find him there, all creeping in. Pokemon, you can see in the pip down the bottom there, is creeping in, following Team Liquid in. They're all walking past NIP. FaZe with a 2-2, it's pretty wide when we watch TSM. Looks like, oh, here we go. Uh-oh, that's not good Vitality. They're going to try and do what they can. There's one headshot. Gustav finds it. He's going to finish off and confirm. And that's the name of the game right now. They just caught a glimpse of Shadow. Ironically, through the smoke there. Repositions, gets a clean angle on him, gets the spray down. Doesn't finish him off, though.
Such good damage.
Got the angle. Tries to get the shot off. He's going for the nade.
This is still good damage. The nade might be ticked, but it's going to go too far. He spots it out. Gustav plays as well. Where's his teammates, though? Where's Rory and Wookie in this? Yeah, they were playing way more passive. Gustav held them back incredibly well, but you have to play in time with your teammates. It's time to back off from this. If they're not feeling like they want to fight it, you've got to kind of fall in the same line.
Rory tries to give some SLR cover. There's the smoke wall going down, but they're taking shots from elsewhere. Kramer's got himself up Mark 14 as well. Shadow trying to line them shots up. The blue continuing to pressure them here. Gustav's down. That's not good. They've got the vehicles as well to make the move. They're going to leapfrog. Wookie down by Kramer. TSM are in desperate trouble. Rory the last man standing.
I just don't know where Rory and Wookie were in this. You had Gustav doing wonders, holding it. Sure, you don't want to always play this out, but that was your other option.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you have to take the fights to get ahead, and so it will be in the blue potentially. It will be for a cop. It may not be for the best reasons, but right now, Pokemon, how has he done this? How is he still alive? He's bleeding by the way.
It's going to cost him, though. It's going to cost him so badly because FaZe Clan are making the push onto Team Liquid here. So Pokemon absolutely destroying Team Liquid's chances of getting a higher placement. Meanwhile, don't forget MBS is there as well. He could cause problems with FaZe Clan. He's right on top of him. Fuzzface is about to trip over him, I think. Pokemon continues to push out the spray down onto Ibby. Finally will go down, but he did the damage. MBS picked off just before him as well. Uber picked off by Ibby as FaZe Clan push on the hillside. Mexi with the nades. That nade is going to be just close enough for Ibby. Yeah, he's going to go down. Meanwhile, Vitality, they were flushed out down south. Delayed just a little bit too long.
Angle is so good there, Lee. He did get isolated, and this is what worries me when they go on those isolated plays. It's really good to deliver those off angles, but if you get caught out,
coming in.
There's ENCE turning up. They've left the compound. They're pushing this one. 3 of them sweeping through. ENCE's down. Fuzzface is there. Liquid, I think, are pretty much out of this. They are. It's FaZe trying to recover all the pieces that they just got torn apart on. They lost out on so much here. I think ENCE's still bleeding out on the sidelines, and ENCE now need to consider, we need to get into this circle.
Yeah, they've left it a little late. Winstrike and Knights have actually managed to move center point. Raise your edge going for it. It's not great ground, as you can see from their point of view there, as they move around. M19 down low. Iro finds Jurski, so that's one down for Winstrike. Pittsburgh Knights finished off Razor Edge. We saw them blasting in the Dacias. Fast rail. That was close.
You're a lucky boy, Fast Rail. Raise your edge, gonna move as center as they can. M19 still staying in the compound. We saw them fighting with FaZe earlier. You can see how dynamic FaZe have been in comparison to M19 out in the east. Now the southern side is where all the action's gonna be. Digital Athletics get all the attention. Everyone wants these points. There's no getting out of this one. No way, no how. Mert's gone down, Iroh's gone down. A beautiful death, I think, stands, but it's a matter of how long at this point.
FaZe have got 4 back on their feet, so we've got to worry about them. They're on the hillside, so everybody else is down below them, so they will have a decent angle. ENCE will finally get inside the circle. Digital Athletics, because they got involved, embroiled in that little bit of fight with Vitality, it's delayed them enough that Raise Your Edge got that leapfrog ahead of them. Timmy is still hoping. Look, he's at that little rock just ahead of Sixmo right now as he's running straight towards it. That's the cover he wants. Mikaz on the flank. He's going to get a clean view onto DA here.
Mikaz. I think it's being kind of saved with that little bit of a hill roll. They can't see him right now, but Mikaz is going to have to work his way in the circle. He can't stick around for long. As soon as he looks over, he finds Sixmo. Control, discipline. The Finns keep calm under pressure, and they're going to fall off this one as well. Try and move up on that circle together. Raise Your Edge getting a lot of attention, but the attention being brought back towards FaZe by M19.
Yeah, M19 trying to trade just a couple of shots. They've only got 2, I believe, alive. Yeah, Dimash, an elite player down in that little hillside. Timmy fighting for his life here with a beautiful death pushing on. It's a one-on-one between teams to find 6th place. Who's going to get involved though? Sixy with the spray down in the back. Mikaz will get a beautiful death down. That finishes the deal. I don't think Timmy is going to follow much longer, but Razor Edge actually shoots on Mikaz, and that shaves him for now.
For now is the main word. Razor Edge have other things to worry about as well. So many of these teams have so many fights on so many fronts. Circle moves in slightly to the east, but centralizes. Razor Edge have pushed out.
Timmy's got him.
They're going aggressive. Timmy found Sigsy, but the rest of Razor Edge aren't that far away. Chris, nade in hand.
Nade.
Good nade. That's very close to Truffelli, but will it go far enough? Yes, it does. Chris to find one. Timmy, is he still there?
Yeah, Timmy's still there. He got Sigsy down, so he's causing problems for Razor Edge. They've got to deal with him. They're pushing up on that side. Now Mikaz is going for it. FaZe have just leapfrogged. Rustamar might get involved in it, but ENCE and Corp just pushed in. Look at FaZe. They're coming in. They catch Mikaz out. They get Rustamar down. Chris takes Truffelli down, and Rents suddenly go down in 5th place. FaZe Clan moving in, and Razor Edge, while they're caught up in this fight, they've lost the position.
Exactly. Uber and ENCE already put a foot in the circle. They hold the line now. Yes, Minox is still there, but Chris and FastRail are in danger still. They could get folded on by Fuzzface. Here comes the blue, though. Timmy needs to move. He's got Fuzzface on the left, FastRail in front, and it'll be Chris to actually claim it in the end.
That gives his spot away.
Exactly that. ENCE, Muxy, Fuzzface, all on the move. They want to fold towards Razor Edge, but Chris and Minox see it first.
They see M19 down low. They're trying to get to the trees. Uber's taking a pot shots down on the hillside towards them, while the rest of FaZe Clan look towards Razor Edge. Fuzzface down low, creeping on in, avoiding the nades. He's actually going to take a blue tick. That's dangerous. Took 2 hits from the blue there. Might cost him. FastRail down low as Fuzz gets to the tree.
Yeah, Fuzzface, perfect angle on that one. Peeks around at the right time, but now he's down to 7 bullets, and the blue is going to be slowly but surely pushing him forward. Mexi
That's
there.
a massive confident play. Do you see if Minox hadn't have covered him off? There we go. Mexi to get it. Mexi pushes up. Should be able to finish him off. Chris will go down. Fuzz might bleed out here. And M19 actually got in and got a crate.
This is actually pretty big. This is still a bit of a stalemate, just in my eyes, because Minox can be such a spoiler to FaZe Clan. He can be such a pain to them. M19, though, should have so much to work with here.
Can Fuzz crawl in quick enough? I'm not sure. I think he might. I think he might be able to get close enough unless Minox can cover him off, and that's what Mex is doing. He's just keeping him off guard.
I think M19 would have vision on it, or Minox, one of the two.
Dimash is coming up behind Minox.
Yeah, this looks like a matter of time for Minox. Good tags, though. Going to keep them very much on their toes, spraying him wildly. He might have just nicked Fuzzface there. I think this should be going to the top. Is he going for the revive? Dimash just turned up.
Dimash got him behind him. Dimash, you could see, was flanking around him, and Fuzz will actually get the kill, of course, confirmed, and will get back on his feet. I think
oh my God, FaZe Clan have 4 up.
Back up.
They have 4 alive, and it's just down to elite player, if I'm not mistaken. It is a 1v4 situation. Has to go big, or it's the FaZe Clan victory.
He's going to kill himself. It's going to be elite player going down. It will be a 13-kill game for FaZe Clan. They're back on Erangel, and they're back in winning ways. That's their 3rd victory so far in Phase